My God, this energy that I have been feeling the last couple of days is so magnetic. And yeah, for the last few days, I've been hearing something is coming in that is going to surprise the hell out of you. Clearly, that is just a very like magnetic thing that's coming, something you didn't expect, and it's just gonna like blow you over, and you're gonna be like, what the heck? And it just feels like this energy is rushing in, like it's ready. It's been interesting because I'm getting a visual of like that it was germinating, and it was like in the soil, and it was like everything was happening for this thing to be ready for you. Like all the nutrients, all the water, all the everything in this soil of whatever this thing that's coming to you, it needed all the preparation, and so did you. And it's like it's gonna happen on a day or a time where it's like really you don't see it. You don't see it coming. And you're going to get that call or the email or something. Like something's going to come in, and you're going to be like, well, what the heck? I didn't see this coming. It's going to leave you speechless. Like that is what I keep tapping into. It's like, that type of surprise or something that comes in that you're just going to be like, what? Really? And yeah, it's gonna take you by surprise, and it's just something you've never imagined. So like when you are in a isolation period and you're stagnant, because this is for sure for those of you that have been in this isolation period, who've been closing out chapters and cycles, and I saw 222 as I was saying that. um Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense. A lot of us actually have been closing out chapters and cycles just because this is the time, like, this is the year that this is happening. And you've been you've been kind of picturing all the different like timelines and paths that you can take and that you can move into. And yeah, you've been playing out each and every single scenario because again, you have closed out so many things. It's like you're a brand new baby in this new chapter of yours, in this new cycle. And so you're being very intentional this time. Like, when you're younger, you almost like try out anything and everything because, again, you want to like kind of experiment. You want to see what works, what doesn't. You are getting to know yourself. You're trying to understand the world. Like, when you're younger, like, I feel like you're definitely allowed to make mistakes, right? You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to um, explore the world, right? And just understand your core values. Like when you're younger, and that's gonna, yeah, I knew that. This is the second time. If you watch my earlier video, this happened. Clearly, I need to make my way to like a Home Depot and get something. Anyway, whatever, it is what it is in 422. I feel like actually that is a sign. Do you know how like rapidly that just like happened? How it just like came down? I feel like that's it's unexpected. Oh my god, that is what it is. Because I thought I did that well. Because it's one of those like sticky, not to leave like any holes on the wall. I don't know what they're called, but it's not sticking, and I think it's because it's really humid lately here. And I thought I did it well. Clearly I didn't. Clear I feel like, yeah, it's like unexpected because I thought I did it well. I did not expect it to come down. That's how it's going to be like. You're going to be like, well, I did not expect this. And it's coming in. It is coming in. Um, yeah. Let me go back because I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, I think I was talking about timelines. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I remember. Um, yeah. So when you're younger, you're allowed to experiment. You're allowed to like try this, try that, understand who you are, what really matters to you. Like when you're young, you're not like you'll have a vague idea, but truthfully, you don't really understand your values because you haven't really learned them yet, right? But yeah, this message is for you when you've already done that, right? Like you've matured a lot and you've come into a place where you know, you know what you want, who you are, what you want in life, your core values, what you're creating. Like, you know that, you know, especially the feeling that you want to have in your life, right? Like, I believe the collective I call in is open to like the future not being so strict in like the vision that they're holding because you always have to allow for that magic and mystery to pour into your life, right? That's what makes life special. That's why we come here on earth is to play with the unknown, to discover the magic that every moment carries when we're living life. And like, yeah, you can have a vague idea of where you're going, what you're doing, how things are going to look like, but the real beauty in this life is that sense of the unknown and the magical and the mystical, right? So, yeah, you have a vague idea of like how things are going to look like, but you're really after the essence of it, right? You know your core values, you know who you are, and you know the feeling that you want to create, and you have been creating that feeling within because you understand as within so without, right? As above so below. So you could have in your isolation period, in the period of like stillness and gestation, you were probably envisioning all the different paths and timelines that could have been playing out like for you in the near future. You're kind of like, I want this path to work, but if that doesn't work, what can I see here and how can that, like, you've been doing a lot of envisioning just to make that part of yourself that doesn't feel secure in the isolation and the stillness, just to kind of give that part of yourself a bit of sense of security. But again, what I'm sensing with this energy, it's like there's a path you have not imagined. Because again, we can only tap into so much. And I truly believe there is a path that the divine, the universe, God, like actually knows and sees all of them and is like, I know the best one. I know the one that's gonna make your soul so happy, right? So yeah, something's just gonna come in where it's gonna surprise the hell out of you, and you're just gonna be like, well, I did not imagine this happening. I did not see this at all. And that's what's gonna like really spark that fire, that passion, that creativity, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like it's gonna be a moment where you're gonna sit with it for a little bit and you're gonna be like, well, um this looks like this is when my new chapter, my new cycle finally begin. And it's really funny because that is what it means. That is what it means. Like there is something really special around this time because I tend to, and I feel like a lot of us do, But I know for myself, because of the patterns from the past, I tend to feel into the energy that happens. Like I tend to feel into it weeks and months before it actually happens. It's kind of annoying because like I'll feel the energy and like, and I get excited myself. I'm like, okay, this is happening, right? And then I'm like, wait, it's not happening. But that's because I tend to feel into things way before they happen. I've just noticed the pattern within myself. And you could be that way too. And it is a little bit annoying because you're like, but I feel it now. But again, we tend to feel into the energy before it actually does happen, right? So, yeah, it's gonna shock you a little bit, and you're gonna like sit with it for a little bit, and you're just gonna be like, well, what the heck? This is amazing. Like you are gonna take that opportunity, whatever it is. Again, it could be a career, a job, a client, some kind of project you were working on that is finally coming to fruition, or it could be a romantic partner. Like it's something that is totally meant for you and in divine timing, and meant to come into fruition first, because I feel like this collective that I'm speaking to, there are actually multiple things that you're calling into your life. But again, it's not like it's all going to just arrive at your doorstep at the same time, obviously, right? But I do feel like it's going to start with this one thing, like this thing that's going to come in that's going to be very surprising, and it's going to be the jump start to your new cycle and your new chapter. And then it's like a snowball effect of like, then it's going to be that thing and that, and you're going to be like, wait, am I dreaming? Is this happening? Like this is happening. So you are going to get everything that you've been calling in, but again, it's not going to just all come all at once, right? Kind of like, when you, yeah, I'm getting the analogy of like, when it's like Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, whenever you open up presents, um you know how like you just open them all at once because you have the presents, and like you open this one, that one, that one, that, and then you're like, you're on a high, right, of like, oh my god, I wanted this, I wanted that. Obviously I feel like that's more of a kid thing, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. So you open this, you open that, you're like, yes, I got this, yes, I got that, I wanted this, I wanted that. And then the next day you just like drop, and you're like, I'm grateful I got all those things, but I got them all at once. And it's like you don't even have the time to appreciate that one present before moving on to the other. Um, so yeah, like your gifts are coming, your wishes are coming, but it's not gonna be all at once, because you need to simmer and you need to like appreciate the ones that come in. Like the one that comes in, bask in that energy, appreciate it, and you will, because it's been a season of like slowness and stagnation and isolation. So when the first thing comes in, you're just gonna be like, oh my god, thank you, thank you, thank you, this feels amazing. And you're gonna like bask in that a little bit before the new thing comes in, before like the, but it's not gonna be like far off. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna be far off. It's gonna be like a snowball effect. And it's interesting because I feel like I've mentioned this in one of my previous readings. I can't remember which one, but I know I've mentioned something like this where it's like one thing comes in and then other things start to pop off. Um, yeah, this is really exciting. And I've been now really feeling this energy for the last 4 or 5 days consistently. So it's amping up. So this is happening for like quite a few individuals, especially those, like I said, who have been in that ending cycle, ending chapters, in isolation, in stagnation. Don't worry. Like it is picking up for you. You can't like it's you can't stay isolated and in stagnation and in stillness for a long time. No, it has to. you know, the wheel has to turn for things to start happening. And it's interesting because now I'm being reminded of another message that I did, I think last week, about how, like, appreciate the stillness, because things are going to start amping up for you. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I should have maybe appreciated the stillness a little, just a little bit more. Because now things are really like fiery, and I'm busy and I'm doing, and you're going to like it. You are, because you're ready for it. But again, like, just know that this isolation period is coming to a close, and it feels like it's happening like now. Like, this is I'm really curious. I can't wait to do August to see what's like forecasted for August, because it feels like August is actually the new cycle, the new beginning, the new chapter, especially for that thing to sprout, and that thing that's really going to surprise you. um yeah, I can't wait to look at that. Now I'm remembering what I kind of wanted to mention earlier, because I have been sensing this new beginning, this new chapter, the ending of the old, and then, like, being in the liminal space. And I was sensing the new chapter for some time now. And I really thought that it was talking about July. And for some of you, it actually could have been. It could have been, July was starting to be like this new chapter for some of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's like happening in August. There's something about August that just, maybe it's like there's way more fire in August before we move into the fall. Before, like, it dwindles down, like how some things really like amp up for their like last hurrah type of thing, before it like dwindles down in terms of like just the seasons, right? Not saying that it's going to dwindle down for you, because sometimes we do match with the seasons that are happening, but sometimes like you can be in a fiery um personal season, but on the outer world it's winter, right? It really just depends. But yeah, there's something about August, so I can't wait to like really tune into that and feel into that. um but yeah, I'm excited for you, truly. Like, this feels like, yeah, it's going to be a surprise that's just going to blow you out of the water. You're just going to be like, well, I did not see this coming. And this is exciting. This is good. This is my new start. Like, you're going to feel it. You are totally going to feel it when this comes in. You're going to be like, well, that's official. Like, you're gonna remember that. That's the thing. Like, I'm sensing that you're gonna look back at this time, because for a lot of us, this period, these last like couple of months, or this last year, has been a very pivotal time in your life. Like, this is something you're never gonna forget for the rest of your life. You're always gonna reflect and be like, oh yeah, that was the period of my life where things really took a drastic turn, like it needed to. And then you're going to remember whatever came in, and you're going to be like, oh yeah, yeah, that was the start of it all, like the start of my new chapter and my new life. Like, this is something you're going to tell many people about, and even like if you have kids, you're going to tell them about it as well. Like, yeah. um yeah, that feels complete, and this feels like exciting, truly. Like, I'm calling this in for myself as well. um Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, it's also like a speechless type of energy, just because it's gonna surprise you. Alrighty, guys. I'm excited for you. Let me know how this feels, how this landed for you, how this feels in your body. If you resonate with it, please let me know. If you're calling this in, please let me know. Um, just so we can all like celebrate together and be in that energy. Alrighty, as always, my offerings and my services are down in the description below, so feel free to check them out. And yeah, other than that, I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.